Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So this is your CSAT class 1. Have you seen previous year paper? This year paper? देख लिया? नहीं? So what do you think about difficulty level? It was difficult if we compare it with the previous year 23. Less difficult. So it was of moderate level. CSAT में we have this maths वाला part, then we have LR, then we have RC. If we see this year's paper, RC was difficult. RC was very difficult this year. And previous year, RC was relatively less difficult. But maths part, it was moderate. It was of moderate level. And LR, so this CSAT paper is of 200 marks, out of which what we need to score to cross the barrier? 33%, that means 66 marks. Up to 10th level difficulty. Yes, it is written in the syllabus. What is in the syllabus? Have you seen the syllabus for CSAT paper? What is written there? Data interpretation. Then it is written, probability is not written in the syllabus. It is written कि basic numeracy से questions will be asked. Basic numeracy, and then it is written class 10 level. So in the syllabus itself it is written कि we are not going to ask beyond this 10th level difficulty. Difficulty नहीं लिखा है, just it is written कि 10th level वाली questions आएंगे पेपर में. But we have seen in previous years कि they have asked questions on probability and permutation and combination. And not just the basic permutation combination. They have asked difficult questions here. That is not the part of class 10 level. That is part of higher mathematics. 11, 12th में जो mathematics पढ़ते हैं वहाँ से they are asking questions. Reading comprehension, RC. Reading comprehension. So last year protests were there कि how difficult paper you have made. Humanities student, they are finding it difficult to even cross the barrier of this 33%. So UPSC came up with the reply कि see, we are sticking to the syllabus. Syllabus में we have written कि we are going to ask questions which are of class 10 level. They have added one more line कि the skill set you develop after reading class 10 level, you can solve these questions. And UPSC has also given this thing कि see, the questions we have asked, they don't need any formula. Just by hit and trial, we can get answer. This way UPSC has replied. But if we do this hit and trial, it takes time. Time to limited hai, we have 2 hours. So if they provide 3 hours, then that type of paper we can solve. We can get 70-80 marks with ease. Ki we'll get that 66 marks wala barrier we can cross. I think because of that protest, this year they asked not a single question on permutation and combination. एक भी question नहीं पूछा. Last year 7 to 8 questions were directly from this permutation and combination, and it made the paper very difficult. if you are trying to solve these questions of permutation and combination, it can kill your time, and at the end will not get the answer, and we can be sure कि यही है correct answer. तो उसमें like we are killing our 20-25 minutes and we are not getting any number. We are going in negative also. Zero पे भी नहीं पहुंच रहे, we are going into negative. So that is why what UPSC did this year, no question from permutation and combination. But still they can repeat next year. So we'll try to see what are the basics of permutation and combination. If they ask basic question, out of like 6 or 7 questions they are asking, we can solve 2-3 questions. Tab bhi it is okay. We don't need to solve all the questions. Total how many questions? 80. Out of 80, 30 to 40 questions are from maths only. Then we have around 25 questions RCK. Then LR say we have around 15 questions, 10 to 15. And nowhere in the syllabus it is written that they are going to ask questions this way, that we are 1/3 from math, 1/3 from LR, 1/3 from RC. Nowhere it is written. So this proportion can be changed anytime. Like we can see in GS papers. They keep changing proportion of the questions from different parts. GSK, modern Indian history, polity, economy, geography say, they keep changing the proportion. Like some year we can see कि modern Indian history say like 8 questions, 10 questions are coming. Some year we can see कि only 1 or 2 questions. Like last 2 years में what is happening? This year 1 question, last year 2 questions, modern Indian history say. Earlier we can see geography say very few questions were asked, but this year many questions. The same way with economics also. Initially they were asking many questions from economics basics. Then in between they stopped asking questions from basics. They were asking questions from current affairs only. So this way they can change any year. So what we can do, we can see what are different topics which we can read in the classes, which we can read at our home, and then we are going to decide what are simpler questions we can attempt them. क्योंकि सारा तो करना नहीं है. Out of 80, if we are attempting 27 correct questions, out of 80, only 27 questions correct. कि 27 questions you have attempted and all the questions are correct. That means we are clearing the paper. But ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता 100% accuracy. So what we can do, we can increase this attempt. We can reach till 50 and we'll see कि some questions are incorrect. Negative marking is there. So we can reach above this 27 correct questions after deducting negative marks. यही है. अगर we are attempting 50 questions, still we are going to leave 30 questions. अब ये 30 questions और 25 questions if we are leaving in the paper, तो किस part से we can leave? So you need to assess in this 1 year in which part you are more comfortable. In which part you feel कि I am weak here or less strong in that part. So you need to assess yourself in this paper. ऐसा नहीं है कि सबको ही maths बहुत strong करना है. Out of 40 we need to attempt 30 questions. Out of 30 we need to attend all 25 questions or all 30 questions. हमें ऐसा देखना है कि difficult questions are there that we can leave. जो simpler questions हैं that we can identify and can solve them within 1 or 2 minutes. तो ऐसी strategy बनाना है in coming 1 year. So these are the basic things which we can have. अभी तो like 1 year is left. Calendar आ गया UPSC का next year का 25th May. Okay. So 25th May को we have prelims examination. अभी CSAT की classes started. So within 2-3 months I think the CSAT classes will get over. So you are left with 6, 7, 8 months. है ना? So what you are going to do in these months? Classes तो हो गई, classes में कर लिया, समझ में आ गया. So you need to revise things, you need to practice some questions. ऐसा नहीं कि अभी करके रख लिया then prelims में we can solve these questions जो अभी solve करें. What we can do, we can make notes. Like we are going to take topics one by one, different topics are there. उस पे we are going to discuss some basic questions, some basic concepts first, then basic questions, then we are going to discuss some previous year questions and the probable questions which can come next year. We'll try to see pattern. We have seen one pattern by UPSC कि 2-3 years में they repeat the pattern. Same similar type. अगर new type of questions they are asking 1 year, so next year, next to next year, 2-3 years में they are going to repeat that pattern in the maths questions. So that pattern will try to identify, and we can have some think कि चलो this way they can frame questions. What can be different variations in that topic, in that concept, that we are going to discuss. I'm also going to provide you some PPTs. PPTs में previous year questions will be there and some more questions which can come next year. जहां से you can practice things. In the classes, we'll also try to discuss all the previous year questions in the questions which are asked in last 5-7 years. जो 5-7 years में previous year questions है, that we are going to discuss in the classes itself. Apart from this basic concept and basic questions. तो हमें notes चाहिए CSAT का, क्योंकि कैसे we are going to revise, क्योंकि 3 months में classes complete, तो क्या करेंगे next 7-8 months तक. Weekly basis पे we can go for CSAT. Every day नहीं पढ़ना है, नहीं पढ़ो, पढ़ने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. We don't have that time. GS भी तो पढ़ना है, वहीं से कट ऑफ इज गोइंग टू गेट डिसाइडेड. कल आया है रिजल्ट यूपीएससी का. सो एनीवन अपीयर्ड दिस ईयर्स एग्जाम? नहीं, नेक्स्ट ईयर. ठीक है, ये क्लियर है कि ऐसे फॉर द सेक ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस वी आर नॉट अपीयरिंग फॉर दिस एग्जाम. वी आर प्रिपेयर्ड, वी नो व्हाट इज द नेचर ऑफ दिस एग्जामिनेशन, देन विथ फुल प्रिपरेशन विल जंप फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन. तो ठीक है, नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए यू हैव सम प्लानिंग और सो. तो नोट्स सबके पास एक सीसैट की नोटबुक बना लो, उसी में लाइक विल ट्राई टू सी द कॉन्सेप्ट्स. एंड एक और चीज कि लाइक सीसैट, यूपीएससी सीसैट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एसएससी एंड बैंकिंग एग्जाम. The same topics we can see in SSC and banking exams also, same topics. But there they rely more on formulas, shortcuts. Why? Time. Time constraint is there. कैसे होता है SSC में time? 60 minutes में 100 questions. So this way the time allocation is there कि 60 minutes में you have to attempt 100 questions. तो वहाँ पे time is limited. We need to be very fast in calculation and we also need to know what are different shortcuts to solve those questions. तभी we can maximize our attempt in those examinations. But UPSC में what we have seen in the previous years, these shortcuts, they frame the question this way कि we cannot apply that shortcut. Somewhere we can apply shortcuts, but we need to think यार कौन सा shortcut लगाएं. Thinking about that shortcut delayed. That delay are answers. कि answers मिल ही नहीं रहा है, कौन सा shortcut लगाएं. ये वाला लगाने पे लग नहीं रहा है, this वाला we are applying तभी भी नहीं लग रहा है. So we need to focus on conventional approach. Because every year they are going to ask new questions and they can ask questions from different variations also. Ki like GS में what is happening, means का if we take the pattern or GS का, तो उसमें what is happening कि they are clubbing different topics and they are asking questions. The same way we can see here in CSAT also. They are clubbing, there are so many topics in CSAT, maths, LR, and comprehension. What they are doing, they are clubbing different topics. Like maths, mein one topic is number system, and number system is the most important topic from which we are having every year around 15 to 20 questions. एक ही topic से. From last 3-4 years, we can see this trend. So what they are doing, number system, and they are clubbing with permutation and combination. Number system, they are clubbing with percentage. So this way they are clubbing these topics and asking questions. And one more trend we can see, in every topic, what they are asking, the questions which are from the last concept of that topic. क्योंकि पॉलिटी और एवरी सब्जेक्ट में व्हाट वी सी कि हमने शुरू करा, आखिर तक जाते जाते एनर्जी इज लो, तो उतने कॉन्सेप्ट उतने कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से वी डू नॉट रीड दोज थिंग्स. द सेम थिंग हैपनिंग हियर इन दिस CSAT paper. So initial topics they are not asking questions, but if we don't know those initial topics, initial concepts, we cannot apply those concepts. जो भी last variations हैं, last topics हैं, sub topics. In these number system, percentage, permutation, combination, there are different topics. So we'll try to focus on that also. How to strong RC. So that we have, I think, already discussed. Newspaper is one source. By reading newspaper and by comprehending the articles, we can have that understanding ki how to summarize the things, how to comprehend things. So newspaper is the single source. Every day newspaper चल रहा है, आप लोगों का पढ़ रहे हो कि you are relying on current affairs magazines. So we can see this year what happened, GS paper. How many questions are from current affairs magazines? It was from international relations. So basically questions came from newspaper only, but magazines say, jo if we see, not significant number of questions came from the magazines. Like PT 365, Mains 365 if we see, and so many things were there in the current affairs. But they asked questions, very basic questions. But what we read in magazines, too deep analysis. है ना, उतने पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं थी. जिसने PT 365, Mains 365 नहीं पढ़ा था, what they thought, यार बड़ा अच्छा हुआ उतना टाइम बचा. And I read about the static part, क्योंकि पॉलिटी से static part से very conventional questions were asked. So if your static is strong, then you can go for these magazines. But current affairs के लिए newspaper is the best source. So every day read newspaper, make your own notes and rely on yourself. दूसरे क्या बना रहे हैं उस पे भी देख सकते हो, but rely on yourself कि you are the best guide for yourself. क्योंकि आप जितने sincere हो to qualify this exam, no one can else. तो उस sincerity को full dedication के साथ देखना है. So if we see different topics, और एक और चीज आई थी लास्ट ईयर यूपीएससी के रिप्लाई में, दैट आई वांट टू कोट, कि व्हेन these protests were going on, so what UPSC has given in the reply कि see, because protest में they were demanding कि it is unfair for humanities students, so they have given this reply UPSC कि see, the data we have that does not reflect the same. That means we don't have any significant difference among the students who qualified this exam, CSAT paper, between humanities students and non-humanities student. So they wanted to convey this thing. You see, engineering graduates, science background students, they failed more as compared to humanities student. So that was the interpretation which we can draw from that UPSC reply. तो ये रिप्लाई था, उसने ऐसा बोला था, उसके पास डेटा था तभी बोला था, ऐसे हवा में तो नहीं बोला होगा. So they had this data, and why it can happen कि ठीक है, we are confident, we are from science background, we are engineers, हमने CAT दिया है, but द वे यूपीएससी इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चन उसमें घुमा दिया. हमने प्रैक्टिस ही नहीं करा. वी डिवोटेड ऑल द टाइम फॉर जीएस. एक पेपर देखा एंड वेंट टू द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल. ऐसा नहीं है कि दे कैन नॉट क्रॉस दैट बैरियर, बट द वे दे फ्रेम्ड क्वेश्चंस, इट टुक 3 hours. 3 घंटे अगर देते तो सबने क्वालिफाई करना था. जिसने पढ़ा नहीं था उसने भी क्वालिफाई करना था. बट टाइम वॉज लिमिटेड. एंड आफ्टर जीएस पेपर, हीट वेव्स, एवरीथिंग. और जीएस का भी दिमाग में चलता है ना कि यार ये क्वेश्चन तो मैंने पढ़ा था, क्लास में पढ़ा था, इट वॉज इन माई नोट्स, स्टिल आई मार्क्ड इट इनकरेक्ट. सारी चीजें चलेंगी दिमाग में ऐसे, बिल्कुल फ्री माइंड से. यू कैन नॉट अटेम्प्ट सी सैट पेपर. सो इवन इफ यू आर thinking ki I can get 80 marks in CSAT paper, because of the pressure condition, because of the stress, it can go till 70 also. So think about ki I will get 80 plus marks in CSAT paper. Then only you can go beyond this 66 वाला cut off marks. तो ऐसे ही डिसाइड करके चलना है. 80, 90, 100, दिस इज द कट ऑफ फॉर यू. इतना सोच के चलना है. ऐसा सोच के चलते हैं ना कि 1000 एक दिन में 12 घंटा पढ़ना है. ऐसा सोच के चलो कि तब 8 तक पहुंच पाते हो. देन यू कैन थिंक कि चलो आई विल कंप्लीट 8 hours अ डे. ऐसे ही करते हैं ना टारगेट्स. अब ऐसे टारगेट्स बना लिया कि आई विल रीड 20 hours अ डे, तो 1 or 2 hour भी नहीं हो पाएगा. फिर लगेगा कि कल से अगेन आई विल स्टार्ट. सो टारगेट ऐसे बनाने हैं जो अचीवेबल हैं. We'll try to see different topics. What topics syllabus से we cannot have any idea कि what different topics से UPSC is asking questions. But how we can think of about different topics, previous year questions. If we see last 7-8 years का paper, we'll find different topics जहाँ से UPSC has asked questions. What are those topics? The first important topic we can list down as number system. And there are different subtopics in number system. Then we have this time and work. We have time, speed and distance. We have averages. We have percentage, profit loss discount, we have permutation, combination, and a probability also. But probability से every alternate year पे UPSC is asking one question or no question. तो last 3 years में no question was asked. But permutation combination say they are asking questions more. Then we have DI is also there. Simple interest, compound interest, we have ratio and mixtures. Then we have this topic also, like we can say ki algebra, geometry, mensuration. But यहाँ से this algebra is applied everywhere in these topics also. जहाँ पे x y आ गया, we are assuming something x y a b c d algebra is there. तो ये everywhere in all these topics. Then what else we have? That DI, data interpretation. So data interpretation say UPSC is not asking much questions. Earlier they were asking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. One pie diagram, one bar diagram, one histogram is there, and they are asking questions. But nowadays, 2, 3 years may like one question or no question. And they are relying more on this topic, that is data sufficiency. Data is sufficient or not? Data sufficiency. And this data is sufficient or not? This part they are asking for every topic. Number system में time and work, time, speed, distance, averages, percentage, permutation, combination, everywhere they are asking question this way कि data is sufficient or not. They will provide some information and then they will ask कि can we get answer with the help of given data? So this way they are asking questions. So moti mota we can say कि these are the topics which we can see in previous year. And one more thing we can have this set theory. Venn diagram. LR maybe we are going to discuss about this. Venn diagrams, set theory. Here also we'll discuss this part. Yes, any more topic you feel ki it is missing? Active passive, kya? LCM HCF will be part of this number system only. Number system ke, there will be so many subparts. In every topic also. Like number system mein we have number of zeros. We have unit digit wale questions. We have 2 digit, 3 digit. Number. Then we have divisibility rule. Then we have classification of numbers. LCM, HCF. So this way, these are the subparts of number system. Partnership. Partnership will come in this ratio. Ratio and mixtures. Cyclicity concept will come in divisibility rule and this unit digit wala concept. Simplification will be everywhere. Simplification कहाँ पे आएगा? We are getting some question. कुछ problem को solve कर रहे हैं, उसमें we need to have this simplification problem. And simplification से directly they are not asking any question. LR में we can see कि yes, simplification is there. और simplification तो everywhere we are going to apply. How we can simplify the things. ठीक है? जैसे BODMAS वाला I think you are referring to ना? So that will be applied everywhere. This will come in averages. Averages में we are going to discuss about measures of central tendencies. There we are going to discuss about different progressions, arithmetic, harmonic and geometric progressions. So these topics we are going to discuss here. ठीक है? Mean, median, mode will also be there. यहीं पे we are going to discuss these things. ठीक है? Trigonometry. Trigonometry से UPSC is not asking any question. But we can see the questions in test series. Test series में हम देख सकते हैं कि questions are coming in this, coming from these topics, trigonometry. तो trigonometry के भी basics we can discuss here. Algebra, geometry, mensuration here, trigonometry भी थोड़ा सा discuss कर लेंगे. But yes, boat and stream will come in time, speed and distance. Time, speed, distance के there are so many subparts. है ना? इसमें रेस वाले क्वेश्चन विल ऑल्सो कम, सर्कुलर ट्रैक वाले क्वेश्चन विल ऑल्सो कम हियर, विल हैव दिस बेसिक क्वेश्चन, रिलेटिव स्पीड वाले भी क्वेश्चंस विल कम हियर. सो टाइम, स्पीड, डिस्टेंस में दीज टॉपिक्स विल बी कवर्ड. पाइप्स एंड सिस्टम्स विल कम इन टाइम एंड वर्क बिकॉज इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द सेम कॉन्सेप्ट, टाइम एंड वर्क. करेक्ट? So this way we have listed out. अब ये listing में we have these are the topics. There will be subtopics also for each topic. In those subtopics, we are going to discuss in detail the concepts, the basic questions, and the previous year questions. Correct? Sequence and series. Sequence and series, basically it is part of LR. LR ka it is part. Progression we are going to understand here. The arithmetic progression mein, what is there? How we are calculating nth term, how we are calculating sum of the series of n terms. Arithmetic, harmonic, geometric progression. ठीक है? Question related to mensuration. ये है topic, 9th topic. इसमें basic formulas we are going to discuss. Because very few questions, like 4, 5, 6, 7 years में, if we see the number of questions, they are very less. What is? ये सेट थ्योरी, इसमें मेंसुरेशन में बेसिकली सिलेंडर्स, कोन्स, स्फीयर्स, हेमिस्फीयर और सिलेंडर्स और क्यूब्स एंड क्यूबॉइड्स, बेसिकली दीज वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. क्योंकि यूपीएससी ने ऐसे इस पे भी नहीं क्वेश्चन पूछा है, बट स्टिल वी नीड टू नो कि व्हाट इज वॉल्यूम, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट वॉल्यूम. क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस ऐसे देखोगे दिस ईयर ऑल्सो कि 1 मीटर क्यूब इज इक्वल टू हाउ मेनी लीटर्स. दिस वे यूपीएससी इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चन. सो बेसिक थिंग्स वी नीड टू नो, क्योंकि स्पेसिफिक्स में जाओगे मेंसुरेशन इज अ वेरी बिग टॉपिक एंड देयर आर सो मेनी वेरिएशंस इन दिस. जब क्वेश्चन आते ही नहीं है तो वाई टू डिवोट मच टाइम इन दीज टॉपिक्स. तो ऐसा भी करना है, ठीक है. अगर इसके मार्क्स ऐड होते सी सैट के, तब सारा हम लोग डिटेल में वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. बट मार्क्स ऐड नहीं हो रहे. तो हमने जब दिया था लाइक 13-14 में आई गेस सी सैट मार्क्स वेर एडेड इन द कट ऑफ प्रिपरेशन. सो लाइक सी सैट में यू आर गेटिंग 180 मार्क्स एंड द कट ऑफ इज 205. सो जीएस में यू नीड टू गेट जस्ट. सो बट देयर वाज अ लिमिट ऑल्सो कि जीएस में ऐसा नहीं है कि 200 का 200 जीएस में लेके आए एंड 201 इज द कट ऑफ. उस टाइम कुछ था ऐसा कि बेसिक मिनिमम दिस मार्क्स यू नीड टू गेट इन जीएस ऑल्सो. लेकिन वही है कि 40-45 इफ यू आर गेटिंग इन जीएस एंड यू आर गेटिंग 180 इन सी सैट, यू आर गोइंग टू क्लियर दैट एग्जाम. सो यस, they are different. Yes, they are different. Formulas, I will provide you formulas also. Like for one topic, one formula. It will not be like कि one topic में we are going to remember more than 10-15 formulas. I will provide formulas also. If you can apply, you can apply. But we'll start with the conventional approach. We'll start with the conventional approach, then we'll try to see what different formulas we can have. Formulas भी बताऊंगा, ऐसा नहीं कि formulas नहीं बताऊंगा, क्योंकि formulas तो होना ही पड़ेगा. कि what type of question in set theory. So set theory we are going to discuss in detail. Set theory में जैसे होता है ना कि few are coffee lovers, few are tea lovers, and few are liking both tea and coffee, है ना. So इसमें they frame questions this way. Venn diagram we make this way. These are coffee lovers, these are tea lovers, and few are going to like both. इसमें they will provide some information कि coffee lovers इतने हैं, so total इतने हैं 100. What will be the number of coffee only lovers who are going to like only the coffee? So this way they are going to ask questions. Yes. Inequality will be there in the number system itself. Number system में largest number, smallest number, this way they are framing questions. इसमें they ask question this way कि like we are going to apply algebra x, y, z. They are going to provide us some relation. X is greater than y, y is greater than z. This way they will provide some information. Then they will ask which one is the biggest, which one is the smallest, or they will ask question this way कि what will be the biggest number की value. So inequality we can apply there. Basic questions, very basic questions. How many total number of classes? So 35? नहीं इतनी नहीं, around 20 classes I guess maths की होगी, around 20 classes. We'll see कि how we are proceeding. It can, if it is going further more than 20, then also I will take the classes. बोलोगे 25 में करना है, I will complete in 25. बोलोगे कि 18 में करना है, I will complete in 18. 25. So maths में what can happen? It can go till 50 also. If we increase the number of questions, we know what are different types. In each type, if we are solving 1 or 2 question, in each type we are solving 4 or 5 question, in each type we are solving 10 questions. That will increase number of classes. So we'll try to see कि how we are getting the concepts. Concept अगर जल्दी समझ में आ रहा है, less number of classes. अगर more questions we want to discuss, more number of classes. तो ये तो आप लोगों के साथ ही डिसाइड होगा मिलके. Consensus will make consensus and then we'll go. Books. Then the next question is books. So books for CSAT, what I feel, PYQs and related questions. So PYQ we are going to discuss in the classes. Related questions which can be asked, I'm going to provide you for practice. And you have test series also. So I think PYQ say last 7 years के questions if we take around 400 questions. Then related questions if we talk about, ये भी सारे topics if we add around 200-300 questions. Then we have test series में, how many tests are there? CSAT की test series assigned हो चुकी है ना, I guess. No? Okay. So around 20 tests are there. उसमें we can have around 200 questions. 20 ज़्यादा ही होंगे, around 400-500 questions, because some sectional maths वाला भी test होगा. So this way we can see around 1000 questions we are going to practice if we follow this. So 1000 questions say we are going to solve maths के around 30 to 35 questions. इतने ही आएंगे 30 to 35 paper में, and we are solving these many questions. So this is more than enough. If we are going to follow any book, so what I can see, different books are made for different topics, but their sole focus is on SSC and banking. So in those questions, we need to know what are different shortcuts. क्योंकि the way they frame questions, पहले shortcut आता है दिमाग में, फिर they frame questions. So we need to have that knowledge about shortcuts. But UPSC के questions, if we see, they think about different shortcuts, then they move these things कि ऐसे question नहीं बनाने. Then they think about the conventional approach. उस पे they are framing questions. And we'll see many questions also this way कि if we apply that shortcut, we are not going to get answer. Because in every shortcut there are some exceptions. कुछ exception होंगे, उन्हीं exception पे UPSC is asking questions. तो हमें क्या करना है? Conventional approach कि कैसे we can solve these questions, because we are having time, 2 minutes का time तो होता है for one question. So in that 2 minutes we can solve that question. And also one more thing, few students they come and they ask how we can increase our calculation speed. So last year का भी paper उठा के देख लो, last to last year and last 5-7 years, you will see कि calculation ऐसा UPSC पूछता ही नहीं है बहुत. Simple calculation से we can get answer. In 1 or 2 question you can see कि this way multiplication आ जाएगा. In 1 or 2 question. But there also you can apply unit digit wala concept and can check with the options, you will get answer. उसमें भी होता है, उसमें भी we don't need to have lots of this fast calculation thing. तो फास्ट कैलकुलेशन की भी काफी जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ यूपीएससी के सी सेट वाले पेपर में. बेसिक कैलकुलेशन से विल गेट. ठीक है. सो डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स वी डिस्कस्ड. अच्छा, हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड? दिस आई थिंक we did not discuss. So if we see ki number of questions, so number system से every year 15 to 20 questions. 15 to 20 questions last 5 years. Last 5 years में average है from number system around 15 questions. This year they asked 20 questions. Last year also like 22, 23 questions. उसके पहले भी 17, then 22. This way they have asked questions from number system. So 50% questions तो यहीं से आ रहे हैं number system से. Then we have time and work. Every year 2 questions. Some year only 1 question also. But every year we can see questions from time and work. Average is 2. Then time, speed and distance. 2 to 3 questions every year. But last 2-3 years में, last 2 years if we talk, last year तो एक भी question नहीं था. इस बार भी question नहीं था time, speed and distance से. But earlier they were asking questions. 2-3 questions every year. Because there are so many topics. तो questions आ रहे हैं time, speed and distance से. Then averages से 1 or 2 question every year. Then this percentage profit loss discount. यहाँ से earlier UPSC was asking 5 to 10 questions. 5 to 10 questions UPSC was asking. 5 to 10. But last year not a single question. But this year 2-3 questions were there. 2-3 questions were there. So we can expect कि next year they are going to increase the number from this topic. कि like 4-5 questions will be there from this percentage profit loss discount. Then this permutation and combination and probability. So if we see the average last 5 years में around 5 questions. Last year ही सबसे ज़्यादा पूछा था permutation combination से around 7-8 questions. Which chapter frequently comes questions every year? Number system. Number system is the most important chapter in CSAT maths. But earlier like 15, 16, 17 में permutation combination से hardly 1 question or no question they were asking. But 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, there are so many questions from this permutation and combination topic. And this year no question. So we hope that the same trend continues. No questions from permutation and combination. Even if they ask basic questions. अब इसमें binomial expansion लगा के we are getting answer तो वो फिर मुश्किल है. Then we have this simple interest, compound interest. 1 question. 1 question we can get from this topic. Then we have ratios and mixtures. 2 to 3 questions. 2 to 3 questions. This algebra, geometry, mensuration, we can say कि in 3-4 years, 1 question. Not every year they are asking questions. और question भी पूछा तो like 1 question 3 parts. 1 part is related to geometry this way or mensuration. CDS एग्जाम क्वेश्चन विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर CSAT. CDS में थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट पूछते हैं इससे, आई गेस उसमें थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेशन भी रहता है, बट यस इट कैन बी हेल्पफुल, इट कैन बी CDS. हाँ, देन वी हैव दिस सेट थ्योरी. सेट थ्योरी में वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट एवरेज 1 क्वेश्चन का है, बट लाइक 15-16 में इफ वी सी 5 क्वेश्चंस वेर आस्क्ड, 5 questions. So average is this much only. The set theory say 1 or 2 question they can ask, hardly. And this data interpretation say 1 question. And this data sufficiency, it is related to all the topics. From every topic they ask questions from data sufficiency. Ki data is sufficient or not. So this way, if we see this trend, number system say we are getting most of the question. Around 50% questions we are getting from number system. So we are going to devote more time for understanding this topic, number system. And the proportion can change. Like it can happen कि percentage profit loss discount से they can ask 10 questions this coming year. If we are increasing numbers here, the paper will be of moderate level. If we are increasing the number of questions from number system, it will be on difficult side. If they are increasing number of questions from these topics, the paper will be on moderate side. तो पेपर डिफिकल्ट कैसे है, पेपर डिफिकल्ट है, सिंपल है, कैसा है, हाउ वी कैन गेट द सेंस. लाइक जीएस में व्हाट यू डू, इफ यू गेट वन पेपर, हाउ यू फील कि दिस पेपर इज डिफिकल्ट. सो 2 hours का टाइम है, सो यू गॉट द पेपर, तो इतना पता चल जाएगा कि बेसिक से आ रहा है सारे 80-100 क्वेश्चंस. हाउ वी गेट दैट फील. No, you are in the examination hall and you are given one paper. This GS paper is there in front of you. How you can make a judgment कि this paper is on difficult side or simpler side. So this can be different for everyone. Like you have prepared polity very well and you see many questions are coming from polity. So you will have this sense कि यार पेपर तो मैं बना जाऊंगा, है ना, पेपर तो हो जाएगा. और you are very good at economics, you will see many questions from economics. You will see कि यार पेपर तो बनना है मेरा इस बार. So this way you will get some sense. या फिर ऐसा हो गया कि पेपर आपने देखा ancient and medieval history and art and culture से we are getting around 25 questions. Or ancient and medieval history, art and culture I have read for just 1 week before the exam. So you will feel कि यार मुश्किल लग रहा है अब इस बार. So this way we decide and we judge about कि पेपर कैसा है, difficult है कि नहीं है. CSAT में how we decide, we see the questions, just cursory देखते हैं कि क्या क्या है questions, किस topic से questions are asked. If we see कि 6, 7, 8 questions are coming from permutation and combination and probability, we'll see कि यार 6, 7, 8 तो ऐसे ही गए. Permutation combination में I'm not very confident. Then we'll see कि remaining 10, 15 questions are from number system. Like last year what happened कि 20 to 25 questions are from number system and remaining 8, 10 questions from permutation combination and remaining 3, 4 questions from like time and work and other topics. तो हम परसेंटेज ढूंढ रहे हैं, परसेंटेज है ही नहीं पेपर में, तो लगेगा कि यार पेपर डिफिकल्ट हो गया. तो फिर अगर डिफिकल्ट पेपर इज कमिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, व्हाट इज योर आइडिया, क्या करना है उस टाइम पे. वी नीड टू लीव द क्वेश्चंस विच कैन किल आवर टाइम. तो वो डिसाइड करना है कि कैसे क्वेश्चंस लीव करने हैं. द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस वी नीड टू लीव, क्योंकि एवरी क्वेश्चन इज कैरिंग इक्वल मार्क. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि स्टेप मार्किंग है, स्टेप मार्किंग नहीं है. वी नीड टू गेट आंसर, सो वी नीड टू लीव क्वेश्चंस विच आर मोर डिफिकल्ट. तो इस तरीके से वी आर गोइंग टू आइडेंटिफाई कि अगर पेपर डिफिकल्ट है तो पेपर में क्वेश्चंस कैसे छोड़ना है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आर्ट ऑफ राइटिंग आंसर, तो यहाँ पे आर्ट ऑफ लीविंग क्वेश्चंस, सो दैट आर्ट वी नीड टू डेवलप. तो वो आर्ट नहीं है, बेसिकली दैट इज साइंस. कि इस क्वेश्चन को इफ आई सॉल्व, आई नो कि व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट बिहाइंड इट एंड आई हैव रेड दिस, बट आई नो कि इट इज गोइंग टू किल माई 3-4 minutes एंड आई एम नॉट श्योर कि आई एम गोइंग टू गेट करेक्ट आंसर. तो आई विल सिंपली लीव दैट क्वेश्चन. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस लीव करने हैं मैथ्स के 8, 10, 12, जितना भी सोचो कि ये डिफिकल्ट है छोड़ो. तो सिंपलर क्वेश्चंस वी कैन अटेम्प्ट. ऐसे अटेम्प्ट्स बढ़ेंगे, नहीं तो फिर मामला फंस जाएगा. नाउ वी कैन स्टार्ट द वेरी फर्स्ट टॉपिक, दैट इज नंबर सिस्टम. तो नंबर सिस्टम से वी कैन स्टार्ट. Yes. Number system chapter from SSC. I will see for number system. From number system SSC may, like last topics. Few questions we can take from SSC. So I will make that arrangement. If we see, this is the PPT for number system, and this is for last 5 years. Around 75 questions are there. Different topics like classification of numbers. Then we have unit digits. So last 5 year का सारा previous year question है हमारे पास. Then we have this. I have one more set of around 100 questions. This is around 75 previous year question. One more 100 question ka set is there. This 75 plus 20, this year's question. So 95 questions plus 100 questions plus some basic questions around 50. This will be the total number of questions we are going to have from number system. है ना? तो ये जो 100 questions I am going to provide you after this class, after the classes for number system is complete हो जाएंगी, then I will provide these 100 question का set. You can practice, है ना? बाकी SSC से भी if you want to practice, तो करना है practice, उसमें क्या ऐसा. I am not saying कि do not practice. Take questions from anywhere. Test series में भी the questions will come, but you can get deviated. कि UPSC is not asking questions this way. Few questions yes we can say कि SSC उसी same type पे, जैसा UPSC is asking questions, the same type पे SSC is also asking questions. But every year 1 or 2 questions or 3 questions, not more than that. तो कर सकते हो practice if you feel कि this will boost my confidence. उल्टा भी हो सकता है कि I'm not able to solve these questions, what to do, अभी और formulas पढ़ने पड़ेंगे. So it can go either way. ठीक है. So I will be taking maths वाला part. Maths वाला part I will take. LR and comprehension कोई और लेगा, I think रंजन और someone. ठीक है. So number system से we can start. ठीक है. There are different subtopics in number system. The first subtopic is number of zeros. Then we have 2-digit number and 3-digit number. Then we have divisibility rule. We have unit digit, number of pages questions, classification of numbers, LCM, HCF, listing of numbers, largest or smallest number, then miscellaneous question. So this way we can see there are so many subtopics for this number system topic. The question will be asked this way also, like divisibility rule, they are combining with unit digit concept. 2-digit, 3-digit number, they are combining with divisibility rule. This classification of number, they are combining with this 2-digit, 3-digit number, divisibility rule or unit digit. So there will be combination of these subtopics. Yes? Sorry? Fifth one, number of pages questions. Number of pages. जैसे book में होती है ना numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 this way. So they will ask question, if a book is having 10 pages, how many digits were used in printing these 10 numbers? How many times printer को press करा? वो जो होता है ना, जो जितनी बार प्रेस करेंगे उतनी बार वी आर यूजिंग डिजिट्स. अब 10 है तो 10 लिखने के लिए वी नीड टू प्रेस 2 टाइम्स. 1 लिखना है 1 to 10, 1 को वी आर प्रेसिंग 1 टाइम, 2 को 1 टाइम, 3 को 1 टाइम, बट 10 को लिखने के लिए वी नीड टू प्रेस 2 टाइम्स. सो हाउ मेनी डिजिट्स आर यूज्ड इन दिस प्रोसेस? 11. सो दिस वे दे कैन आस्क क्वेश्चन. फिर इसमें क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं कि 11 टाइम्स वी हैव प्रेस्ड, हाउ मेनी pages are there in that book? So this way they can frame question. पूछेंगे 1 to 100 कोई book है, उसमें numbering is from 1 to 100. So how many digits are used in printing those 100 numbers, 1 to 100? So these are the topics. We can start with this number of zeros. If I write 10, how many zeros are there? Number of zeros topic मतलब इसमें we need to look for this number of zeros at the end. कोई भी number if I write like this way, 1000. The question is, how many zeros are there at the end? 3. Answer is 3. 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. This number, how many zeros are there at the end? 4. So this we are not going to count. The question ऐसा ही होगा, how many zeros are there at the end? But ऐसे तो they are not going to ask questions, है ना? But यही whatever the question they are asking, we need to think about that number कि how we can write this way. Then only we can count these zeros. Yes? Okay. So if I write 10, we are getting 1 0 at the end. 10 के factors we can take. How we can get this 10? 5 into 2, we are getting 10. If I write 20, 20 maybe 1 0 is there. 20 को how we can write? 5 into 4 or 5 into 2 into 2? If I write 30, 30 को how we can write? 5 into 2 into 3. If I write 40, 40 maybe there is 1 0, how we can write? This way I can write. Can we see some pattern? What pattern we can see? Everywhere 5 and 2 का one pair we are getting. Everywhere 5 and 2 का one pair we are getting. That means 5 into 2 10. मतलब 10 से we are multiplying any number. So 1 0 will always be there. That means if we are getting 5 and 2 का one pair in this multiplication वाले form में, every time we'll get 1 0 at the end. क्योंकि 5 into 10 10, 10 को we are multiplying any number. 10 को if I multiply 3 to 5, how many zeros we can get at the end? At least एक जीरो तो होगा ही एंड में, दैट इज फॉर श्योर, है ना. उसके बाद कितना होगा अभी उसके बारे में विल डिस्कस. बट 5 and 2 का वन पेयर वी आर गेटिंग एनीवेयर, वी कैन सी कि 1 0 वी आर गेटिंग. 5 into 10, 5 into 2 10. If I write 100, 100 में 2 zeros are there. 100 को if I write in terms of factors तो क्या हो जाएगा? 25 into 4. So we can write 5 into 5 into 2 into 2. So we can see here 5 and 2 का one pair, 5 and 2 का another pair. So 5 and 2 का two pairs we are getting. 5 and 2 का two pairs we are getting. How many zeros we can get at the end? 5 and 2 के one pair से 5 into 10, 5 into 2 10, 1 0. 5 into 2 again 10, one more 0. That means 2 zeros will be there at the end. 2 zeros will be there at the end. If I write a question this way, if y is equal to 5 के power 5 into 2 के power 5, how many zeros are there at the end? So simply how many zeros are there at the end? That means we need to look for 5 and 2 के how many pairs we can make. तो 5 is coming 5 times. 5 के पावर 5 का मतलब any number 5, 5 के पावर 5 if I'm writing. That means 5 is coming 5 times. 5 times. 2 के पावर 5, that means 2 is coming 5 times. So how many pairs of 5 and 2 we can make? 5 pairs. और एक 5 and 2 के पेयर से we are getting 1 0. That means 5 zeros we can get at the end. 5 will be our answer. 5 हो जाएगा आंसर. और कहीं भी स्टार्टिंग में इफ यू फील कि आई एम नॉट गेटिंग दिस आइडिया कि हाउ वी आर गेटिंग दिस आंसर, हाउ वी आर रीचिंग टिल दिस 5, जस्ट रेज योर हैंड, आस्क क्वेश्चंस. या फिर बिना हाथ उठाए क्वेश्चन धीरे से पूछ लो, मैं सुन लूंगा. ठीक है. So this way we are getting 5 zeros at the end. Basic idea, 5 and 2 का one pair से we are going to get 1 0 at the end. 5 into 2 क्या होता है? 10. 5 into 2 into 5 into 2, that means 2 tens we are going to multiply. तो 2 0 आ जाएंगे. If I write another question, y is equal to 2 के पावर 5 into 5 के पावर 4, how many zeros are there at the end? So how many zeros? How many pairs of 2 and 5 we can make? 2 तो 5 है. Why we cannot get 5 pairs? Because 5 तो 4 ही है. एक बेचारा 2 तो अकेला रह गया. So we can make 4 2 and 5 के pairs. Answer will be 4. If I write any number this way, 2 के पावर 100 into 5 के पावर 1000, कुछ भी numbers we can increase par, how many pairs we can make? 2 and 5 का 100. How many zeros are there at the end? 100. मिल जाएगा ऐसे आंसर. अब if I ask y is equal to 3 के पावर 20 into 5 के पावर 25, how many zeros we can get at the end? How many pairs we can make 2 and 5 का? 5 we know कि there are 25 5s are there, but how many 2s are there? इसको लिख सकते हैं 2 के पावर 0. How many 2s are? 2 के पावर 0 is 1. Any number के पावर 0 if I write a के पावर m divided by a के पावर n, तो ये क्या हो जाता है? Same base but powers are different, m minus n. If I write 2 के पावर 20 divided by 2 के पावर 20, so 2 के पावर 20 minus 20 0. 2 के पावर 0 की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? सेम नंबर को वी आर डिवाइडिंग बाई द सेम नंबर, दैट मीन्स इट इज 1. दैट इज वाई वी राइट एनी नंबर के पावर 0 इज 1. एनी नंबर के पावर 0 इफ आई राइट, दैट मीन्स 2 के पावर सेम नंबर डिवाइडेड बाई 2 के पावर सेम नंबर, और 10 के पावर सेम नंबर एंड डिवाइडेड बाई 10 के पावर सेम नंबर, एनी नंबर. तो यहाँ पे हाउ मेनी जीरोस वी आर गेटिंग? आंसर इज we are not getting any 2 here. How many 2s are there? 0 2s are there. How many zeros we can get? एक भी नहीं है ना. Then if I write this way, if a number is written this way, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 7 8 9 10, if this way one expression is given, it is asked how many zeros are there at the end. कितना आ जाएगा? How we are getting this idea? How we are getting this 2? So we can see this कि consecutive numbers are given 1 2 3 4 5 and they are multiplied, and we need to calculate for number of zeros, we need to calculate number of 5s and number of 2s, and then we need to check ki whose numbers are coming in more numbers, like number of 5s are coming more times or number of 2s are coming more times. We can see ki number of 2, if we calculate number of 2s, यहाँ पे 2 times here, 1 time here, 3 time and here 1 time. We can see कि number of 2s coming how many times? 8 times. Number of 5s once here and once here, 2 times. And number of 2s coming more than 2 times. How many pairs we can make 2 and 5 ka? 2. So if this way some expression is given, so this is like shortcut कि we can check कि number of 2s are coming more or number of 5s are coming more. जो भी ज़्यादा times आ रहा है उसको we cannot count, we can simply leave that part, and we can check कि number of 5s, here we can see this कि we have reached till this term 5th term and we are getting just 1 5, and number of 2s we are getting 3 times. So further also the same pattern will get followed. So we can see कि number of 5 will come in less number of times as compared to number of 2s. तो हमें सिर्फ निकालना है number of 5s. We'll get answer कि how many times zeros are coming at the end. आंसर हो जाएगा 2. ठीक है, ये समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है. If I write another term this way, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 49 into 50. This is one expression. Okay, I will explain. This is the expression. How many zeros are there at the end? How many zeros are there at the end? The same question, isko I have written till 50. So here also we can check this, ki number of 2's are coming more or number of 5's are coming more. What we can see here? We can see ki number of 2's are coming in more number of times. ये है कि number of 2's are coming more. So basically we can calculate कि how many times 5 is coming. How many times 5 is coming? If we are calculating that, we can say कि those many times zeros will also come. उतने ही we can make 5 and 2 के pairs. Like we can see till 5th term तक कि 2's are coming 3 times. But 5 is coming just once. So same pattern will get followed. These are the observations, initial observations. Say we can have this idea कि number of 5's will be less than number of 2's. So we can simply calculate कि how many times 5 is coming. Those many pairs of 2 and 5 we can make, and those many zeros will be there at the end. So number of 5's how we can get? 10, 11, 12. So we'll check. First 5 is coming. First 5 is coming at 5. Second 5, 10 पे. Third 5, 15. Simply 5 का table. Fourth 5, 20. Fifth 25. But 25 को we can write 5 into 5. 25 ko we can write 5 into 5. That means 5th and 6th 5 is coming at 25. Then we can go for 7th 5 is coming at 25 के बाद 30. 8th 5, 35. 9th 5, 40. 10th 45. Then 11th 50. 50 ko we can write 5 into 5 into 2. That means 2 5's are there. That means 11th and so total number of 5's कितने हो गए? 12. And number of 2's more than 12. Number of 2's more than 12. How many pairs we can make 5 and 2 ka? 12 pairs. That means the answer is 12. 12 zeros we can have at the end. ठीक है? कि नंबर ऑफ 5's आर कमिंग हाउ मेनी टाइम्स. बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं वैसे. इसको 100 तक लिख दिया, तब क्या करेंगे? फॉर दैट वी हैव अनदर कॉन्सेप्ट. ये तो एक अप्रोच हमने देख लिया बेसिक कन्वेंशनल कि दिस इज लाइक अगर इफ वी राइट दिस y इज इक्वल टू 1 into 2 into 3 into till 100, then how many zeros are there at the end? It will be difficult this way. First, second, fourth करते रहेंगे फिर. It will kill our time. That means अगर this is the only approach, we can simply leave this question. क्योंकि टाइम किल करेगा, हमारे पास उतना टाइम है नहीं. We'll look for another question which we can solve within 2 minutes. So what we can have another approach for this. For that we have factorial वाला concept. factorial concept. तो अभी कंटिन्यू करें, शुड वी टेक अ ब्रेक, है ना? सो नया टॉपिक, but that is related to the previous one. We'll try to understand ki how we can apply the concept of factorials in calculating number of zeros at the end. ठीक है, तो यहां से we'll start. Okay, so can we start? ठीक है, all set? हमें audible? तो काफी स्लो तो नहीं चल रहा है या फिर काफी फास्ट चल रहा है? स्लो चल रहा है, तो एक कॉन्सेंसस बनाना पड़ेगा that at what pace we can go. कि few students they might be having good idea कि what these topics are, few students they might not have some idea कि what these topics are. तो थोड़ा सा आप लोग बताना, if I am going slow, if I am going fast, उस हिसाब से I will keep that pace. Fast. Write down one question before this factorial वाला concept. Just try to understand this question. A person is smoking 5 cigarettes a day normally, and after smoking each cigarette, he is saving some waste part of it, and with the help of 5 these waste parts, he can make one new cigarette. उसके पास एक मशीन है, with the 5 waste parts he can make one new cigarette. Calculate the maximum number of cigarettes he can smoke in 25 days. This is the question. Understandable? A person is smoking normally 5 cigarettes a day. Then he got a machine which can make one new cigarette with the help of 5 waste parts of a cigarette. So maximum number of cigarettes a person can smoke in 25 days. So this person is saving some waste part of it. एक सिगरेट पिया उसने, कुछ waste part बचा के बेड के नीचे फेंक दिया कि रात में क्या करेंगे. So what can be the answer for this? 150? 146? So if this machine is not there with him, how many cigarettes he can smoke in 25 days? 125, that is for sure. Every day 5 cigarettes. Every day 5 cigarette. So 25 days में 125 cigarettes. But he is having this machine, 5 waste parts से 1 new cigarette. So these 125 cigarettes, 125 waste part. So with the help of these 125 waste parts, how many new cigarettes he can make? 25. अब ये 25 से भी 5. This 5 को भी that person will smoke, और सब में थोड़ा थोड़ा छोटा छोटा पार्ट बचाएगा. 5 divided by 5, 1. Total, how many cigarettes? Maximum 125 plus 25, 150. plus 5 155 total 156. Total 156. This is the maximum number. Anyone is getting more than this 156 number? No? यही आ रहा है ना 156. कुछ लोग पीछे से निकले तो नहीं ना? Yes. How? I mean, first day 5 cigarettes? उससे 1. So that is not given कि maximum 5 cigarettes one person can smoke in one day. If it is given in the first statement कि maximum 5 cigarettes a person can smoke in one day. This is not given in the question. Normally this person is smoking 5 cigarettes a day. It can go beyond the 5. Then this will be the answer. Correct? उसको तो maximize करना है ना number of cigarettes. क्योंकि after then he is going to quit. So that person got ultimatum ki these 25 days you are having, you can have as many cigarettes as you can have. So if no condition is given, we can have this ki 125 cigarettes that person can smoke. Then the condition is there ki with the help of 5 waste parts, 1 new cigarette we can form. So ये जो 125 cigarette 125 days में that person is going to smoke or have smoked. How many new cigarettes he can make? अब 125 में सब में waste part बचाया होगा थोड़ा थोड़ा. So this 125 से अब 5 cigarettes से 1 new, 5 waste part से 1 new cigarette. So 125 से how many new cigarettes he can make? 25. अब these 25 cigarettes, these are new cigarettes. इसको भी that person is going to smoke. उसमें से भी बचाएगा some part of it. So these 25 cigarettes से again 5 new cigarettes. Again with the help of these 5 cigarettes, some waste part will be there. 5 से again 1 new cigarette. So total we can have 125 plus 25 plus 5 plus 1, 156. 156 इस तरीके से will get answer. ठीक है, because of this condition. ठीक है, ऐसी मशीन होती है कोई? कुछ लोग गूगल कर रहे होंगे कि now we can start with this factorial concept. If I write 1 का factorial 1, 2 का factorial 2, 3 का factorial, how we write, how we expand this? 3 into 2 into 1, 4 factorial 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 5 factorial 3 into 2 into 1. So if any number ka factorial is asked, how we expand it? 1 minus कर रहे हैं, n minus 3. This way it will go till we reach 1. This way we expand factorials. And 0 factorial is also 1. So this factorial concept came after this permutation and combination thing. तो permutation combination में we are going to discuss more about this factorial terms. तो factorial यहीं से आया है permutation and combination से. 0 factorial is 1. Why? Anyone? तो factorial जैसे 3 factorial आ रहा है, how it came? 3 seats are there, 3 persons are there, and we need to arrange them on these 3 seats. How many possible ways are there? First seat पे out of 3 anyone can sit. Second पे एक तो यहाँ पे बैठा ही दिया, there are 2 possibility. Third पे अब 2 तो बैठा दिया, बचा एक person, 1. 3 into 2 into 1. This is basically 3 factorial. This factorial वाला concept came after this permutation and combination वाला concept. इसको और we are going to discuss in permutation and combination वाले concept में. So 0 factorial. So no arrangement is also an arrangement. Correct? No arrangement is also arrangement. इस सीट पे किसी को नहीं बैठाएंगे. That is also one arrangement. So that is why 0 factorial is also 1. इसको डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे अभी परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन में, बट यहां पे हाउ वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ वी एक्सपैंड फैक्टोरियल टर्म्स. एनी नंबर का फैक्टोरियल इज रिटन. 3 का फैक्टोरियल, 4 का फैक्टोरियल, 125 का फैक्टोरियल. हाउ वी कैन एक्सपैंड इट? 125 से 1 लेस, 124, 123 till this way it will go. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This way we are going to expand any factorial value. No positive values than smaller than 1. Yes. So this way we are going to expand. So any number का factorial if I ask, you can expand this way. किसी में problem नहीं होगी expand करने में factorial values को. So do we see, now the topic is number of zeros. Can we see any pattern here? 1 factorial में how many zeros are there at the end? No zeros we are getting at the end. 2 factorial में how many zeros? 3 factorial में 4 factorial, 5 factorial में 1 zero at the end. So 5 factorial में we can see कि 5 and 2 का 1 pair we are getting. That means 1 0 will be there at the end. Value क्या आ जाएगी 5 factorial की? 120. 1 0 is there at the end. 1 pair of 5 and 2 we are getting. So at the end we'll get 0. That is for sure. ये समझ में आ रहा है? So if I write 6 factorial, इसमें what will be at unit place? Last में क्या होगा? 0 ही होगा. 5 and 2 का 1 pair at least we are going to get. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 this way. 5 and 2 का 1 pair. If I write 125 का factorial, at the end 0 will be there or not? Because 5 and 2 का pair will be there. 1 lakh का factorial, 1 0 will be there. At least like we can say कि unit place पे 0 will be there. If I write 9 9 9 का factorial, and if I ask what will be at the end, unit place पे क्या होगा? 0 होगा. इसमें भी 5 लास्ट में 5 4 3 2 1 will be there or not? So 5 and 2 का at least 1 pair we are getting. So we can have this observation कि 5 factorial and beyond, 5 factorial and beyond, every time will get 0 at unit place or not? कोई भी नंबर 5 फैक्टोरियल और बियॉन्ड वी आर गेटिंग 5 फैक्टोरियल, 6 फैक्टोरियल, 49 का फैक्टोरियल, 99 का फैक्टोरियल, 1 लाख, 3 लाख, 1 बिलियन. एवरी टाइम विल गेट 0 एट यूनिट प्लेस. दैट इज फॉर श्योर. कोई भी नंबर का फैक्टोरियल ले लें 5 फैक्टोरियल और बियॉन्ड, ये होगा ही होगा. दैट इज फॉर श्योर. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, कि how many zeros are there at the end? If I am having this 10 का factorial, how many zeros are there at the end? So we can see कि 10 into 9 till 5 4 3 2 1, we can see ki 5 is coming at 5 and 10. Two 5s are there, and any number ka factorial we take, do we get more number of times 5 or do we get more number of times 2's? 2's will get more number of times. So any number ka factorial is asked in the question, and it is asked how many zeros we can get. So simply we need to calculate number of 5's. Because number of 2's always will be more than number of 5's. So 10 factorial में simply we can get how many times 5 is coming. अब 10 factorial में तो simply we can count. 50 factorial में भी we can count. But 100 factorial, 150, 250 में it will be difficult. So what we can do? Simple. First step में number of 5's we want to calculate. 10 का factorial है, 10 को we can divide by 5. किसी आपने बताया था ना, 10 को we can divide by 5. We can see कि what quotient we are getting, 2. This 2 is less than 5. So we'll stop here. We'll say कि how many 5's are there? 2 5's are there. Then we can take 50 का factorial. ये question देखा था ना हमने. Y is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 till 49 into 50. This expression को we can write कि this is 50 का factorial or not. We can write this as 50 का factorial, 50 into 49 till 1. How many 5's are there? We know कि number of 2's are more than number of 5's. Simply we can calculate number of 5's. So first step में we can divide 50 को 5 से. We'll try to see कि what quotient we are getting. 10. If this quotient is coming more than 5 or more than 5, that means more than 10 5's we can have, like 25 or 50 पे 2 to 5's are coming. तो second step में we'll divide this quotient 10 को 5 से. We'll see कि quotient we are getting 2. So total number of 5's, 10 plus 2, 12. 12 will be our answer. So any number का factorial is given, and we are asked to calculate how many zeros are there at the end. Simply two steps में. First step में this number को we are going to divide by 5. We'll see कि what quotient we are getting. If this quotient is equal to or more than 5, we'll divide again by 5. We'll see कि what quotient we are getting. If this quotient is less than 5, we'll stop and we'll add these numbers. We'll say कि these many 5's are there. If I ask 49 का factorial, how many zeros are there at the end? What we can do? 49 को we can divide by 5. What quotient we are getting? 9. यहाँ पे remainder को नहीं देखना है. What remainder we are getting, that is not of our concern. Only see कि what quotient we are getting. This 9 is more than 5. 9 को again we are going to divide by 5. Quotient is 1. 1 is less than 5. We'll stop here. We'll say कि 9 plus 1, 10. 10 zeros will be there at the end. Why do we divide it again by 5? Because जैसे हमने देखा था ना 25 पे 2 5's are coming. Basically idea is कि till 55 का table if we see, तो 5 is coming how many times? एक तो 10 तो आ ही रहा है सीधा सीधा, but 25 पे 2 times and 50 पे 2 times. How we can get that idea? तो अगर हम टेबल में 5 या 5 के beyond we go, extra 1 5 we are going to get. तो जो extra 5's we are getting, उसको we can get this way second step में और third step में और fourth step में. That is why we are dividing 5 again and again till we get the quotient less than 5. If I write 100 का factorial, how many zeros are there at the end? So number of 5's we need to calculate. 100 को 5 से divide करा, what quotient we are getting? 20. Second step में this 20 is more than 5. 20 को again will divide by 5, quotient is coming 4. So total number of 5s 24. 24 will be the answer. So in these two steps we can get answer. ऐसे count करने की जरूरत नहीं है, factorial terms में we are getting numbers. ठीक है? Then if I write 199 का factorial, how many zeros are there at the end? 199 को will divide by 5. What quotient we are getting here? 39. 39 को again we can divide by 5. 7. 7 is again more than 5. Quotient is 1. What we are getting? Answer आ गया हमारा. ठीक है. So this way any question is asked, we can get answer. 47. ठीक. 47. So we know how to calculate number of 5s. But UPSC can ask कि मुझे निकाल के दिखाओ how many times 2s are coming. How many times 2s are coming. This way also it can be asked. Like 10 factorial is there. 10 factorial में how many 2s are there? Or they can write this way कि 2 के पावर m into k. What can be the maximum possible value of m? Both are same questions. Basically they are asking how many times 2s are coming, maximum number of times. So how we can calculate number of 2s? अब number of 5s निकालना था, we were dividing by 5. Number of 2s में we'll divide by 2. 10 को we can divide by 2. We'll try to see what quotient we are getting. 5. Again 5 को will divide by 2. What quotient we are getting? 2. Again 2 को will divide by 2. 1. Total number of 2s 8. So m की maximum possible value will be 8. Number of 2s 8. This way we can get answer. मिल जाएगा. इसी में if I ask कि number of 3s, yes, 2 का पावर m की value is coming 8. 2 is coming 8 times. So 2 के पावर 8. 2 is coming 8 times. Correct. If 10 factorial is there, इसमें it is asked कि how many times 3s are coming, or it is written 3 के पावर m into k. What can be the maximum possible value of m? So first step में factorial से पहले we have number 10. 10 को will divide by 3. What quotient we are getting? 3. Then 3 को again will divide by 3. 1. Total 4. Total 4. And the same way UPSC asked one question. इसी concept पे. And it was written this way. ये लिख लिया सबने? One question was asked this way कि y is equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, this way till 14 into 15. This is equal to 3 के पावर m into key. What can be the maximum possible value for m? Maximum possible value for m. So basically it is asked how many times 3 has come. So this is basically 15 ka factorial. So we can divide this 15 ko 3 se. We'll try to see ki what quotient we are getting. 5. 5 ko again we'll divide by, it is coming 1. So total 6. M की maximum possible value is 6. Option में ऐसे ही था 5, 6, 7, 8. M की value 3 के पार m. That means 3 is coming how many times? है ना? 3 is coming how many times? So maximum possible value of m is 6. Basically it is asked how many times 3 is coming. It is coming 6. Correct? Everyone is getting this idea? If there is not in series is odd number present 2, then what will do? This way also questions can be framed. Y is equal to 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10 into 12 into 14 till 30. Till 30. How many zeros are there at the end? इसमें we cannot write this in factorial term, है ना? So we can see here कि number of 2s are coming more than number of 5s, है ना? आ रहा है? So 5s are coming at which places? 10, then 20 and 30. At 3 places 5 is coming. So number of 5s we can see 3, and number of 2s more than 3. How many pairs we can make of 2 and 5? 3. Then the same way, if a question, if series is given this way, five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. How many zeros are there at the end? UPSC previous year question, this way only. In this, what observations we can have? Number of 2s will be more or number of 5s will be more? Because 5 ka table is there. Every term we can get 1 5, but not in every term we can get a single 2. So we can calculate number of 2s. So number of 2s are coming at this 10, 20, 30, 10 pe 1, 20 pe 2, 20 ko we can write 4 into 5, 2 into 2 into 5, 30 ko we can write 5 into 2 into 3, 1. So total number of 2s 4, and number of 5s more than 4. So how many pairs we can make? 4 pairs. This will be our answer. This can be our answer. ठीक है? If it can go till thousands, if it can go till thousands, तो ऐसे नहीं पूछता है. For that they write this way. Last year ऐसा question एक पूछा था. Not last year, this year itself. If I write this way, 2 के पार 4 into 4 के पार 8 इंटू, चलो ऐसे ही लिखते हैं, 6 के पार 12 इंटू 8 के पार 16 इंटू 10 के पार 20. How many zeros are there at the end? So here also we need to find out how many 2's are there and how many 5's. So we can see 2's are more than number of 5's. 5's are coming at this place only. 10 को we can write 5 into 2 के पार 20. इसको we can write 5 के पार 20 into 2 के पार 20. That means number of 5's have come how many times? 20 times. Number of 5's 20 times. And number of 2's more than 20. How many pairs we can make? 20. 20 will be our answer. 20 will be our answer. If y is equal to 1 के पार 2, 2 के पार 4, 3 के पार 6 and 4 के पार 8, this way 25 के पार 50. How many zeros are there at the end? Here also what we can see, कि number of 2's are more or number of 5's are more? Number of 2's are more. We need to find out number of 5's. So number of 5's we can get at 5. 5 पे कितना आ रहा है? 5 के पार 10, that means 10 5's plus 10 के पार 20, 10 के पार 20, 5 into 2, तो यहाँ पे 25's. After 15 के पार 30, 35's. Then 20 के पार 40, तो कितना आ जाएगा? 5's 40 plus 25 के पार 50. How many 5's? 25 को we can write 5 into 5 के पार 50. So 5 के पार 2 के पार 50, that means 5 is coming 100 times. 100 times. Then what will be the answer? 200. This is this year's question. This came in 24. ठीक है, मुश्किल है इसमें. वी नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि हाउ मेनी 5's आर. अगर ये पार नहीं होता तब तो बहुत ही सिंपल होता. इफ पार इज नॉट देयर, it is very simple. We simply can calculate number of 5's. First 5 is coming at 5, then 10, then 15, 20, 25. We can simply write कि ये हो जाएगा हमारा आंसर. But at each place we can see कि number of 5's are coming like in terms of power. 5 के पार 10. At first place 10 5's. Second place 20. Third 30. Fourth 40. Fifth पे 100. Simply we need to have this idea how we can calculate and count number of 5's. ठीक है. Then if I write factorial वाला concept भी हमारा clear है. If I write this way, a number is given, y is equal to 100 का factorial plus 99 का factorial plus 90 का factorial plus 10 का factorial. How many zeros are there at the end? The first example for this addition. अभी तक हमने सारा मल्टीप्लिकेशन वाला देखा था एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है, how many zeros are there at the end? Two zeros. So 100 factorial में how many zeros are there? 24. 99 में 22. 90 factorial में 21. 10 factorial में 2 zeros. We are adding these numbers. So first number में what we are getting? So many zeros. Second number, so many zeros. Third maybe we are getting so many zeros. Then 10 factorial में 2 zeros. Then we are going to get some non-zero digit or not? Third place पे. If we are adding them, 0 0 everywhere, 0. 0 everywhere, 0. Here at all the places we are getting 0, but in this last number we are getting some non-zero digit or not? So that digit will come here. इसके बाद हो सकता है फिर से 0 आ जाए. We don't know what is going to happen beyond this. But last में how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. Answer will be 2. Answer will be 2 zeros are there at the end. In case of addition, 2 zeros will be there at the end. क्योंकि यहाँ पे plus sign. Basic sum we are doing here and we are getting this. ऐसे ही करते हैं ना sum. Unit place, then 10th place, then 100th place. ऐसे ही करते हैं. If I write another question, 1000 factorial plus 10,000 का factorial plus 500 का factorial plus 10 factorial. How many zeros are there at the end? 2. Very simple. How many zeros are there at the end? The same way we can see here कि 1000 में so many zeros are there, 10,000 में उससे भी ज़्यादा, then 500 में so many zeros, but 10 factorial में we can have only 2 zeros at the end. तो यहाँ पे 1 2 3 1 2 3 fourth is this. Again the same way last में 2 zeros, then ये 10 factorial वाला जो non zero digit है that will be coming in this resultant number. So how many zeros are there at the end? 2. ठीक है. So I have explained it again with the help of another question. हमने क्या करना है? Add करना है. We need to add these terms. First, second, third, fourth. This way only we can add. जैसे if I take example 100 plus 1000 plus 10 है ना. How many zeros are there? Same question. तो इसको ऐसे ही ऐड कर सकते हैं. 1000 है, then we have 100, then 10. 0 here, 1. So last में how many zeros are there? Just 1 0. The same thing we are applying here also. कि 100 factorial, 1000 factorial में so many zeros are there. तो this last में कितने zeros होंगे? That will get decided by the number which is having least number of zeros. सेम यही चीज हम अप्लाई कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे मिल रहा है आंसर. If I write this way, another question, y is equal to 10 का फैक्टोरियल, ये भी फटाक से बता दोगे आप. How many zeros are there at the end? 2. Very simple. Then write down another question. एक क्वेश्चन लिखते हैं. फाइंड आउट, हमने तो जीरोज निकाल लिए. फाइंड आउट लास्ट 5 digits, last 5 digits of the resultant number x. x is equal to 100 का फैक्टोरियल प्लस 27 का फैक्टोरियल प्लस 4 फैक्टोरियल स्क्वायर प्लस 10 फैक्टोरियल का क्यूब प्लस 3 फैक्टोरियल स्क्वायर प्लस 1. We need to calculate last 5 digits. So these are the variations which UPSC can ask. अभी पूछा नहीं है ऐसे. अब इसमें वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट लास्ट 5 डिजिट्स. अब क्या करेंगे, सम जैसे कर रहे थे वैसे ही सम करना है. एंड वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट फॉर ईच टर्म what can be the last 5 digits. Can we calculate that last 5 digits for each term? Then we can add them. We'll get answer. कुछ नहीं करना है इसमें, सिर्फ last 5 digits we need to calculate and we can simply add them. Double 0 603. If 10 factorial is not there in addition, then अभी चेक करते हैं. एक्सप्लेन अगेन, एक्सप्लेन करते हैं फिर से. लाइक फर्स्ट टर्म 100 फैक्टोरियल, लास्ट 5 digits will be what? Last 5 digits will be 0 zeros only. 27 factorial, last 5 digits will be 6 zeros we are getting. That means last 5 digits तो 0 0 ही होंगी. देन 4 फैक्टोरियल का स्क्वायर. अब 4 फैक्टोरियल की वैल्यू क्या होती है? 24. 24 का स्क्वायर 576. तो 0 0 लगा दिया. लास्ट 5 डिजिट्स विल बी दीज ओनली. देन वी हैव 10 फैक्टोरियल का क्यूब. Last 5 digits. 10 factorial का cube, basically 10 factorial into 10 factorial into 10 factorial. 10 factorial में how many 5s are there? 2. 2 5s. This 10 factorial में again 2. Total 6 5s are there. That means 6 zeros will be there at the end. तो लास्ट 5 तो 0 ही होंगे इसमें भी लास्ट 5 zeros. देन 3 फैक्टोरियल का स्क्वायर. 3 फैक्टोरियल की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? 3 into 2 6. 6 का स्क्वायर इज 36. सो लास्ट 5 डिजिट्स ये हो जाएंगी. आफ्टर देन वी हैव 1 1 2 3 4 1. So we have calculated last 5 digits for each term. निकल के आ गया. अब ऐड कर देना है. What we are getting? फर्स्ट टर्म में 2 3, second term all zeros, third term all zeros, fourth term 5 7 6, then 1 2 3 4 5, then 3 6, then we have 1. What we are getting? 3 1 carry. कहीं पे बच छूट रहा है कुछ? 1 2 3 4 5 6. ठीक है. यहां पे क्या आ गया? यहां पे 6. इतना ही आ रहा था, है ना? 0 0 6 1 3. So last 5 digits will be this only. तो ये हो गया थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन, बट स्टिल वी नो हाउ वी कैन अप्रोच. अब उस टाइम डिसाइड करेंगे कि कितना टाइम है हमारे पास और कैसे वी कैन अप्रोच दिस क्वेश्चन. आंसर मिल रहा है, वी नो, वी फॉर श्योर कि आंसर आ जाएगा. वी कैन बेट एंड वी कैन सॉल्व दिस. ठीक है. ये लिख लिया सबने? These are different variations for number of zeros वाला टॉपिक. Yes. 100 factorial. 100 factorial में last 5 digits can be what? 100 factorial में how many zeros are there at the end? 100 factorial में how many zeros are there at the end? So basically 100 को we can check कि how many 5s are there. तो 100 को 5 से डिवाइड करा, we can see कि what quotient we are getting? 20. That means more than 20 zeros are there in 100 का factorial. And we just need to see for last 5 digits. तो last 5 digits क्या होंगी? 0 0 0 ही होंगी. इसके अलावा तो और कुछ नहीं हो सकता, because more than 20 zeros are there. And we are looking for last 5 digits. तो last 5 will be zeros only. The same way 27 factorial and other numbers. ठीक है. If I write y is equal to 100 का फैक्टोरियल प्लस 50 का फैक्टोरियल प्लस 150 का फैक्टोरियल प्लस 200 का फैक्टोरियल. 10 factorial is not there. How many zeros are there at the end? So we'll look for which term? 50 factorial में ही least number of zeros होंगे as compared to other terms. How many zeros are there in this 50 factorial? 50 को we can divide by 5. Quotient is coming 10. 10 को again we can divide by 5. Quotient is 2. Total 12. So अब इसमें 12 zeros होंगे. After then we can have one non-zero digit. जब sum करेंगे सब में तो बहुत सारे zeros हैं. If we take the sum 0 0 0, 12 zeros will be coming here. उसके बाद यहाँ पे जो भी नॉन जीरो डिजिट है, इट कैन बी 1 2 3 4, कुछ भी हो सकता है, दैट विल कम डाउन और रिजल्टेंट नंबर विच वी आर गेटिंग उसमें 12 zeros आर देयर एट दी एंड. तो ऐसा नंबर फाइंड आउट करेंगे जिसमें वी कैन गेट लीस्ट नंबर ऑफ जीरोस. आंसर मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. अभी दूसरी क्लास भी है आप लोगों की और दिस इज द आज फिर इसके बाद छुट्टी. ऑप्शनल क्लासेस, ऑप्शनल क्लासेस आज दिस इज जुलाई शुरू हो गया ना, ठीक है, अभी तो सही टाइम पे। 4 के पार 2 हाउ इट इज कैलकुलेट, 4 के पार उसमें क्या था, आई गेस सम 4 फैक्टोरियल का स्क्वायर था आई गेस ना, यस। सो दिस वाज द क्वेश्चन, अ 4 फैक्टोरियल का स्क्वायर, this was given as one term, we need to find out what can be the last 5 digits। तो 4 फैक्टोरियल की वैल्यू क्या होती है, we can calculate 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, this is coming 24। so term is written 4 factorial का square, that means 4 factorial into 4 का factorial, this is 24 into 24। अब 24 into 24 we can multiply, है ना, will get 5 7 6। इसको याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि 24 का स्क्वायर क्या होगा, 25 का स्क्वायर क्या होगा, सीधे मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, इसमें कोई ट्रिक भी नहीं लगानी है कि 2 डिजिट है, वी कैन गेट आंसर। इफ आई राइट दिस वे, वन क्वेश्चन, ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन रहेगा ये भी डिस्कस करा है हमने, 5 और भी डिस्कस करना है तो वी कैन वेट। 5 into 10 into 15 into 20 till 65, how many zeros are there at the end? And this was the first question which UPSC asked about number of zeros. This was the first question 2021 में, I think they have asked this, 1920 में। और मैथ्स की क्लासेस इट कैन नॉट बी 3 आवर्स क्लासेस, तो थोड़ा सा 3 आवर्स से कम रखेंगे, 5 मिनट 10 मिनट What answer we are getting? 10? 16? 15? अब ये द क्वेश्चन इज सिंपल बट टाइम हो गया है थोड़ा सा, अब दिमाग थोड़ा सा स्लो काम करना शुरू कर दिया है, मेरा भी सो नंबर ऑफ फाइव्स आर मोर और नंबर ऑफ टूज आर मोर, because this is 5 ka table, so for each term we can get at least 1 5, but for each term we cannot get 1 2, that means number of 2's will be less than number of 5's, so we can simply calculate number of 2's। कितना है, number of 2's are coming first as 10 1 plus 20 पे 2 plus 30 पे 1, then 40 पे 3, 30 40 को we can write 8 into 5, तो 8 को we can write 2 into 2 into 2, 3 2's will be there। after then 50 पे 1, after then 60 पे 1 और 2, 10 into 6, तो 2 into 5 2 into 3, after then 65 पे 0, so how many 2's are there, 10, so 10 will be our answer। ठीक है, so this यहां से स्टार्ट करा था यूपीएससी ने नंबर ऑफ जीरोस पे क्वेश्चंस। ठीक है, so whatever we have discussed सब लिख लेना नोट्स में, ये बाद में काम आएगा, अभी क्लासेस में यू विल फील कि समझ में आ रहा है, बट आफ्टर सम टाइम थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम होगी। ठीक है, थैंक यू एवरीवन, कल है हमारी क्लास, सो कल फिर से मिलते हैं यहीं पे। इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी डाउट तो फिर शुरू में ही विल डिस्कस। ठीक है, थैंक यू।